What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I've officially got the 240 SX home. I'm gonna start working on it, doing little things. For the most part, when I was at Neil's place the other day, from the previous video, he installed a brand new dash for me. No cracks, no anything. Basically, it's all brand new, ready to go. I'm gonna be installing the hood switch thing. It actually broke when I had the car. When I bought it, it was already broken, so I have a new piece ready to go for it, and then I'll be installing all this stuff back in it. The panel's back there for it. So I'm also going to be installing the light that goes right here. It's missing, and a little fender looking thing that goes right there. Just like this side, you can see it right here. It's here and here. It's just missing it on that side. Other than that, the car should be ready hopefully for paint in the next couple weeks. Hopefully, we'll see. But other than that, it's mostly just the paint and like a few little things, nothing too major. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna be popping up the hood. Let's see if I can do it. Yes, I can. There it is. So it's a KA for the most part. I mean, it's all stock. You know what I mean? It's not nothing too crazy. It just has an exhaust. Relatively, it's pretty mint under here. It's not too bad. No rust, thank God. I know it's really hard to find a 240 without rust. All right, so here's the piece I ordered. Here's the, like for the hood, you know what I mean? It pops open in and out. And then here's the little blinker thing that goes on the side. And in this box, I don't think I can open it, but let me see. All right, so in this box, I believe it should be the little fender piece. Yes, it is. It is the fender piece. Yes, it's seen better days. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. And let me see. Oh, it's all plastic. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up, and then probably just paint spray it black for right now, just to match the car. And then it should be ready to go. All right, guys. So I just got the part back. I just cleaned it pretty much. A little bit of paint is missing, so I'm just gonna paint it black just for right now. You know, I don't really care about it for right now. I mean, it is really hard to find. So I'm just gonna paint it black until the whole car gets painted, just to, you know, make it look decent at least for right now. But it was so hard to find this piece. It took me about like 4 or 5 days nonstop looking and looking. And I believe I found it in like South Carolina. The cable wasn't too bad to find, and then the little switch wasn't too bad. But another part that was really, well, that's hard to find, that I'm still looking for, is the little dash cover where like the shifter goes right there. That little plastic piece, the clips underneath it are broken, and they're really hard to find. So that's probably like the last little piece that I need for the car to be like pretty much whole. Other than that, I mean, as you can tell, I mean, it's just the paint, you know what I mean? The paint's, it's just old, you know what I mean? The car's 25 years old, so other than the paint, you know, the little things. So like these little things, I'm just picky about it. So I'll go ahead and install this, and then let's see how it looks. Okay, so I just took this old cover off it. The cover is actually fine, it's not bad. But the new one, or not the new cover, but you know, the cover that just came in through the mail just came with one. So I'm gonna clean all this just junk, it's just old stuff. So I'm just gonna clean this up, make it all nice, get these little pieces off here, and then hopefully that cover shouldn't take too long, probably like, I would say maybe 20 minutes, you know, just sitting there. And then let's see how this looks, and then I'm gonna go ahead and then after that finish with the dang cable over here. All right, so you can see so much more better. I got all that old gunk off, and then I kind of cleaned it up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and install this little light. It looks pretty easy. It looks like it's just plug and play, and then it kind of sits something like that, somewhere around there. So let me go ahead and put this on, and then come back to you guys. All right, so I already put on the light. You can already see like huge difference. It just looks so much better, you know, actually being in there instead of just like a big hole in there. And then the cover, waiting for it still to dry, And I think I should be ready to go. I gotta find some screws, I think. I mean, there's one there, but just to hold that plate in place, because I don't want that falling out. I've had a few friends where they'll be driving and like the wind or something will, you know, just grab it out. And like I said already, this part that's drying over there is really, really hard to find. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that part and see how it is. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the cable for the hood. So let's see how this goes. Alright guys, so I just finished installing the whole panel right here. Looks so much better. I just painted it for right now. Eventually I'm gonna, you know, go over all the details of what I'm gonna do with the car. But just for right now, you know, it's all nice for like what it is. Nothing's missing anymore. Just a little few things on the interior that I want. Not necessarily that they're like not there, but they're just, you know, old. And I just wanna, you know, kind of restore it. But I'll go over all those details in probably the video before this or the video after this, so just stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and start running the cable for the hood. I've already started running it right there, and then it comes out through here. So let me just do that real quick and then see how it looks. Alright guys, so I just pulled off the first part here for the hood cable. It's connected to these little, like this little bracket looking thing, and then there's 3 bolts and it just comes right off. So now I gotta figure out how to take, I think I can do it with like a flathead or something, just pry it out and the whole thing should come out hopefully. So let's try that out real quick. Alright, so yeah, you just pretty much pry it out with a screwdriver or a flathead and the whole thing just pretty much comes out. And then I think you gotta run the wire towards the front and get the whole thing out. So I think there's also clips up here somewhere for like, is there? Nope. Alright, so yeah, you just pretty much keep running the cable until it comes out through the front, because it goes through the hood. There's like a little opening right, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little opening right there. And the whole pretty much thing comes out through the driver's side. Alright guys, so after fighting with it for like 30 minutes, I finally got the dang cable out. I just threw it somewhere, it's right over there. It's a little bit harder than what I thought. When it goes through here, it kind of gets stuck about halfway right over here with the fender. So I basically just cut it up in like 2 pieces, cut that little part off, cut the front part off where the old bracket used to be. Like right here, I just cut it basically right there, and then just kind of ran the wire throughout. So now the idea is, how am I gonna run that through there? But I'm gonna leave that for the end because it's a little bit harder. So I'm just gonna go ahead and install these little things right here, wash that up, and then see how it looks. Alright guys, so I got everything hooked up. I already tried the latch just to make sure it all works. I already have it all bolted up there except for 1 bolt I gotta put. Other than that, I already put everything, so it's all back to stock. There's no wires anymore, nothing hanging except for this. This is actually as an aftermarket fans and an aftermarket radiator, so it literally, it's always cold. So like the words like cold and hot, it only goes up to like maybe the first bar. Other than that, you know, I'll make sure, you know, it's still working, because I'll turn it off and then I'll go about halfway and that's when I turn it on. But usually it's always turned on with the car, just to make sure, you know, just to keep this motor a little bit more going, you know what I mean? Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video right here for this part, and then I'll continue with a different video. But I have some really cool things coming for this car. I'll be explaining that in the next video. What am I gonna do with it, or what are we gonna, you know, if we're gonna build it or we're gonna keep it or sell it. But I'll probably either do that in the next video or the video before that. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. But other than that, I love this car. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Check my Instagram out at Omar_465, and stay tuned.